call. It's Friday.
It's Friday, y'all.
I love it. Shining, nice and bright.
Oh.
Right now it's happening. We're back again. Woo hoo.
Mustn't already knew
Get
what
ready
was going down.
for another day.
The sun is shining, nice and bright. The birds are chirping,
and I'm ready to fly.
Time to get ready
for another day.
No one can stop us. We gon' learn to play. Every day we learn and play.
We do our best, so we'll be great.
You do your best,
and I don't mind.
So let's get ready. 'Cause it's about that time. Good morning to you. Good morning. How do you do? Good morning. Time to be great. Good morning. Time to wake. Good morning.
Your best and play.
Good morning.
So start the day.
Good morning. Open your eyes.
It's okay.
Reach for the sky.
Good morning, morning to you. Good morning, morning. How do you do? Good morning, morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. How do you do?
Good morning.
You see me on my grind.
Woo. Stars got to shine.
I'm a supernova.
Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah,
I'm on the move. I got a way to strike to. So let me hear you say, every day we gon' learn and play.
What's up? Welcome. Good morning. You're tuned in to Rolling Out AM, the Wake Up Call. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Here are my hosts, A.R. Shaw, Romeo International, or Scorsese today. Obviously, Munson Steed, publisher of Rolling Out, Ty Cooper, and the first King James.
What?
Let's get it, Cass.
Cassidy did that alley-oop this morning. She was like, I got this.
It's Friday. I was just doing my part.
Let me tell you something. My sis Cass like, I do not have time to play with y'all. Let's get this thing. Let's go, man. Good morning.
Let's go.
Ty, M. Steve, King James, AR, man. Hey, man, it's Friday. Hey, everybody, it's Friday. Congratulations. You made it.
Yeah.
Made it to Labor Day weekend of Jumanji, man. This is like the fifth dimension. Like, yo, did you guys think that we would be here at Labor Day? It's Labor Day, y'all. Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day
weekend. I forgot. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot up until I saw the flyers just pop out. Party. Come party. I was like, okay, well, I guess we back to normal now.
Y'all, please don't go to a Corona party, please.
Oh, they turned up in Atlanta. I'm sorry, Ty. It's a party every night. Hookahs, they out there.
I'm so over it. They be in line. I mean, they were in lines at the parties before Labor Day weekend. So I can only imagine how it's gonna be this weekend.
Ty, there is a prominent entertainment club where they strip at, right? This club, not only are they having a Labor Day mask up fest, but the rules are the patrons got to wear masks and the dancers got to wear masks. So technically, you ain't even gonna see who you throwing your money to. You just gonna be just throwing.
But you gonna see some.
But that's good. But that's good, Romeo. You know what I'm saying? Because you should discriminate, man. You know what I'm saying? When you go into a strip club,
you can't even get it out right. Terry, you can't even get it out right. Look, that's how you know you're wrong. That's how you know you're wrong.
You know, because all strippers matter. All strippers.
You know. Hey, I'm gonna get that shirt made for you. I got you.
No.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. You know what I'm saying?
Keep going. And Romeo, I thought you was really about that live. You had your mask on every morning. I don't know what's going on. You doing like these people out there. You forgetting about the cause and the mission. You got to stay masked up. Romeo, come on. What?
No, it's that moisturizer. See, now it's the moisturizer. That moisturizer, you don't want to pay for the moisturizer and then not everybody see what's happening with the moisturizer. Then he'll throw it to Cass and say, well, Cass got me with the moisturizer. You know?
Right, exactly.
We on the day. Okay, bet.
We been up. How about you?
Oh, no, hold on. You know, that's a whole mob glow over there coming, you know.
Oh, man. Hey, I need you to get into this, man. Let's go. What up, JC Banks? What up, Miami Ratcliffe, Ronnie Napier? Good morning, everybody. Faith Morris, what's going on? Cass.
What's up?
Morning, everybody. Cass in the city. Take us there. Take us there.
This morning, a lot of exciting news. A lot of good things happening for the Black community right now. First, we're going to get into, we're always talking about, obviously, HBCUs. I attended one, so this is big news. Former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg has donated $100 million to the top Black medical schools in the country. This includes Howard University Medical School, Morehouse School of Medicine, Meharry Medical College, and Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. So this is a big deal. Black medical students, well, medical students in general often have hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt when they graduate, and we obviously want more Black doctors. So shout out to Michael Bloomberg for this. He's helping out a lot of Black students right now. Up next, we have some more big news as far as donations go. Beyonce has donated another $1 million through her Be Good Foundation. And, you know, with her partnership with NAACP, they've teamed up for a small business fund in order to grant small Black-owned businesses with some funds and resources during this time. This is the second round of these grants. They granted 20 businesses with $10,000 around July, I believe. So the second round of applications is open now. So if you're in need, check that out on the NAACP's website. Up next, we have a big moment, but Fabiana Pierre Louis, I believe is how you say it, or Lewis, becomes the first Black woman to serve on the New Jersey State Supreme Court. Shout out to her. She's 39 years old, and this also makes her the youngest person to ever serve on the New Jersey Supreme Court.
That is so
39. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That is, yeah. Now she is a boss. That's making boss moves right there.
Yes.
I mean, shout out to her. 39 years old. Man,
right.
Wow.
Yeah, she's definitely doing it. So we hope to see more of these kind of stories in the future. Let's get into these birthdays today. Y'all, it is the Queen, Beyonce. We just mentioned her. The Queen of all Virgos. I'm a Virgo. It's Beyonce's birthday, September 4th. So shout out to my girl B. Shout out to light skinned Keisha and Damon Wayans. Y'all don't hate, okay? You got to give credit where it's due. And the girl, she got it, okay? So happy birthday to them and everybody else celebrating today.
It's a lot of light-skinned folks' birthday in September.
Hey,
Hold on. Time out. Time out.
Light skin Keisha.
We're not gonna go there today.
Okay.
Cass,
You know, 'cause I'm the only dark skin on this panel, and I don't appreciate that.
Wait a minute.
You know, it's hating without.
I'm dark skin too.
No hating.
What?
I'm dark skin too.
You are what?
I miss dark skin. Wait a minute. I'm
Wait
dark
a minute.
skin. Don't
You
let
need
this light fool
You
you.
need to
Hold on.
put on these glasses.
Wait a minute. Don't let the light ring.
I mean, it's Friday. We don't lie on Fridays, do we?
Oh, Lord.
I am dark skinned. Romeo, help me out.
Okay, well, let's put.
The blacker the berry, sweeter the
Hey,
juice.
well, let's put on the birthday music because I can't.
Who said mocha
We
brown?
love
Mocha
all black
brown.
people,
I'm mocha-
all
I'm-
shades.
Yeah,
what I
Romeo,
claim.
help her. Help. Yeah, she didn't play with crayons, Romeo, when she was a kid. She don't know what brown is.
I'm gonna help y'all out with the social report because somehow Cassidy always finds a way to tie her name to Beyonce. You know, Beyonce walked down the same street that I walked.
Okay.
No, hey, no. Don't hate no Beyonce today.
No.
She gave $1 million to black businesses. She can't do no wrong today.
Man, if y'all don't know so well, okay. So here's the social report. First of all, I didn't get to get this in, but shout out to all the celebrities that are. Oh, I'll tell y'all about that later. Oh man, let's give a prayer shout out to Salento, because Salento was arrested going into random people's homes with a hatchet looking for his girlfriend. Now, kids, drugs are bad. Drugs.
Dare to keep kids off of drugs.
Oh wow.
Like that. You gotta be during this era if you know about Dare, about keeping kids off of drugs, because he apparently is something wrong with him. I can look at him and tell though, but geez.
Yeah, man.
But
Like,
man, he might have been driven, man. Somebody might have, he might just be, some girl may have gotten into his mind that bad that he just like went crazy. I don't know.
I know women.
All I think about is watch me whip, watch me nail.
Thanks, Tess.
Yeah.
We will watch me name that name, man. Stop on the social report. Cass started it. Shout out to and you know what? I don't know why we got to bring up Detroit, but we got to bring up Detroit because somebody from Detroit always gonna talk about Detroit. Shout out to Big Sean, man. Finally, and I'm a Big Sean fan. He finally released Detroit 2. It's doing well on the charts, man. Check out number 19. I like number 19. I will be playing it in the upcoming Rolling Out mix, which you'll catch later on this afternoon. And last but not least, I saw this, and I don't know if this is the best matchup in the world or the worst matchup in the world, but apparently Chloe and Haley got a remix to do it with Doja Cat, City Girls, and Mulatto. I don't have a clue how that's gonna sound, but you put City Girls and Mulatto on the track, that lets me know. I shout out to Haley, do it. I knew you had some hood in y'all.
Gotta bring Mulatto on. I said they should, supporting some Atlanta girls. Mulatto and Haley are from Mulatto.
Okay.
And Haley are from Atlanta.
Think about that. City Girls, Mulatto, and Doja Cat.
Yeah, it's a weird combination. People were talking about it last night when they dropped it. Apparently people don't like City Girls verse. People actually, and it's just so weird. Like some people don't like, they mad that they put Doja Cat on there because she for racist comments. And it's
they
just
all have fans though. That's the thing. Like they all have different fan groups. Like I don't know. City Girls and Mulatto probably had the closest fan base.
Yeah,
I haven't heard it, but I would like to hear. I'm gonna be real honest. I just looked at my camera and I seen my face like this. Change my face because that combination, I'm like, I would love to hear how that sounds.
Yeah, your light skinned face. Yeah.
Now, the report that I wasn't able to get in. So I know a lot of people know about this. A lot of y'all don't. So OnlyFans released their top 3 black celebrities list, and on that list, Cardi B, Safari, and Black China are top 3 on their OnlyFans. Congratulations.
Black China?
Oh yeah, bro, Black China.
He said that like he know.
Hey, brother, you know what? I'll send you my link for your report. I'll send you my link for your report.
Thanks for the update.
You forgot about SZA too, man. SZA dropped a dope song last night with Ty Dolla $ign. So definitely check out that SZA. And I got a chance to check out Big Sean too, man. Big Sean is he put together a good project. Feel like you walk in Detroit when you listen to it. So shout out to Big Sean.
Yeah, man.
Check it out.
And that's the social report. So we can go back to it being Friday. So Terry.
Go,
Not
Terry.
go back to it being Friday. Come on, dark skin brother.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm seeming to run into some difficulties, but there's a report that Tyler Perry, well, it's not a report, it's a fact. Tyler Perry is now officially a billionaire, as stated by Forbes magazine in this last week's magazine edition. And it is being reported that he's actually trying to build a runway at his colossal mansion in suburban Atlanta. It hasn't been identified as the exact location, but the reports is that it's I have the exact diameter of what it is, but it's huge. And so so shout out to Tyler Perry for being a billionaire and for having a runway at his own home. That's bossing up. That's a boss.
Tyler Perry doing it.
Yeah, you got to be thankful for others when their success comes. So whenever yours do come, then it's just, it's karma. It's like the energies are cast like, I feel it. Yep, I understand. Yes, Tyler Perry for being a billionaire. That deserves all types of kudos, because Hollywood would have said absolutely not, would not have given that man all his money and his rights. Yep. So big shout out to Tyler Perry and Beyonce. I know both of them are huge givers. It kind of reminds me of that guest we had on, the student Christian, when he was talking about planting seeds. One thing we know about Tyler Perry and Beyonce is they are huge givers. So it's important to plant a seed and watch it grow. I mean, they are killing it right now.
Just so y'all people know out there in these rolling out streets, y'all see that black man? You know what that black man did? He said, "Oh, y'all don't like Medea? Okay. Oh, y'all don't like this new filming facility? Okay. Like this new house? Oh, Tyler Perry stood there and let y'all just talk while he stacked. Y'all just he just stacked.
Yeah, and one of the things I wanted to bring up is that, saying he was complaining about a year ago that he was being ignored by Hollywood, and that they weren't ignoring him. They just weren't acknowledging him. But they can't deny him now. He's been officially declared a billionaire, and he has basically what they need to do in Hollywood is basically emulate his spectacular achievements, because because they need to emulate what he has done with his Tyler Perry campus. And then they need to replicate his feats of running a COVID-free operation of all the shows and movies. And then they need to find out how to build an empire adjacent to your studio. So they can learn a lot. They just need to go ahead and recognize that, brother. And if they don't, we will. Because we don't need them to recognize.
Yeah, we got to go hear Terry preach one day, man.
Well, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm a PK, so it's in my DNA. It's in my DNA, but Yeah. But anyway, I need to get, and you're right. We also want to mention that in 25 years, he went from homeless to being a billionaire, homeless, sleeping in his car, to a billionaire. That is just, that just blows my mind. And when I also think that he has officially, I think according to some reports, the largest studio on earth that can fit all of the major Hollywood studios in his studio and still have room. So y'all go ahead and continue to ignore Tyler Perry. He don't need your recognition. He's bossing up.
On what? He said on what? Earth?
On Earth. According to some reports, I don't know how they judge that, but according to some reports, that his is the largest studio in the world. And in all of the major studios in Hollywood, Warner Brothers, Paramount, and there's another, I think it's Disney, can fit all their studios into Tyler Perry's studio, and Tyler Perry will still have room. So y'all continue to ignore him. As a matter of fact, I think it's better that y'all do ignore him, so that he can be at peace. Because whenever y'all find something good, y'all take it, y'all exploit it, and y'all drain it out like a wet rag until it's nothing. So you know what? Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Amen. Oh, my fault. I got
It's
caught.
written red.
You know what I'm saying? Like a wet rag. They wring it out just like they did hip hop music, jazz, blues, everything else. So anyway, before I go off, you know what I'm saying, on my sermon, because I feel like I'm behind the pulpit right now. I'm the first King, the Reverend King. No, I ain't gonna even say that. Anyway, on to the next. Okay, check this out, y'all. Check this out. Romeo, watch out who you get married to, okay? Okay? Because Dr. Dre's wife is asking for $2 million a month, not $2 million, not $2 million a year, not $2 million lump sum. She's looking for $2 million a month. Now, right. We thought it was bad when Eliza Rain just asked for $53,000 a month. We was like, dang, you don't need that much money. But $2 million a month, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's insane, man. That is insane. But you know what? I can't really, you know, the thing is, if you're in California, that's how it crumbles, man. Like Jeff Bezos' wife, she became a billionaire when, you know, during their split. So, you know, that's you got to pay to play. That's part of the game.
But $2 million a year. I mean, it's based upon your lifestyle. She ain't spending $2 million a month. $2 million a month. No.
Ty Cassidy producers, please forgive me, but this bitch is crazy. Ain't no way in hell that this is going to get that amount of money from me no month. What beats did you make? What deal did you cross? What deal was you in?
Because I read the report. She said, well, you know, then we'll get what the ladies think about this deal. But she said that the mass majority of his wealth and influence came after they got married. And I'm just like, are you crazy? See,
but
that's the problem.
Hold up. Well, yeah, his wealth, a lot of his wealth did come after they got married.
Hold up. She said wealth and influence.
The Apple deal really, that's what took him over that really like took him to another level, the Apple deal when they
whose side you on?
Yeah.
It's just a fact.
I mean, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm just saying, like, this is what she has an argument on that case. But the thing is this, there is a prenup that was signed, and she's saying that she signed it under distress. I don't know how she can get away from, you know, I don't think she's going to be able to get away with that. But yeah.
Hey man, you better pick a side.
Ty, what you think about this? I mean, come on now, $2 million a month?
Pass. I do not want to be blocked.
No. Yeah, because Cass, what you think?
Cass.
Net worth is $800 million. Just throwing that out there. $2 million is a lot, but you know.
But
the only thing I'm saying is when you get married, like Amir said, you know what it comes with.
No. See, this is where you guys are wrong. See, she signed the prenup, and then she said that he tore it up in her face, but she ain't got no witnesses and she ain't got no receipts. So it's gonna be a Dre day in court because the judge is gonna tell Dr. Dre, let me ride. No, it ain't gonna go down like that. She signed the prenup. It's a wrap.
We got to get some clarity now, because I'm with King James now. Y'all got to pick a side on this one now. This ain't funny.
You got to go to court and deal with that.
Not funny.
Right. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
But the thing is this though, like I said, like when you're right, it has to play out in court because they're gonna look at his finances and see how much he's really worth, and then that's how they're gonna determine the amount of money. Like I'm gonna go back to Jeff Bezos. Like he just got divorced, and with the divorce, his wife became a billionaire, so he had to give it up.
No, hold on a second. Did he have a prenup? No, he does. Dr. Dre has a prenup. And wait a minute. The producer said he took years from her life? What? Oh my God. What?
Hold it, let's calm down.
He didn't take no years.
Everybody, calm down. Just calm down, because everybody has a perspective. Oh, they going off.
No, that's not a perspective. That's a lie.
That's a fabrication. He didn't take years from her. They were married. Like right. they had kids. Like when you say someone took years from you, that's like the person won't marry you.
No, and exactly. And to be on top of that, she married into vast wealth and influence, which means her life was easier, which means he added to her life because she's probably going to live a longer life because she married into vast wealth. Good night. Good night, Nicole. Nicole, exit stage left, please.
Okay,
hold
on. Okay, I got a perspective because Terry going ham, and he rising up something up inside of me. So I will have to say that first of all, nobody knows that what her lifestyle was and is, what properties,
Nothing.
Nobody knows exactly what she has or what they had together. So there is
hold up, Terry. You gotta let the sister
of
speak.
money that you need to comment, bring it all the way down. I need for you to bring it down. Okay, now as I go. So with everything that she has going on, nobody knows that. So we can sit up here and judge every day, all day, and not really know exactly what she's trying to support for her kids. And I think everybody think about, oh, food don't cost that much. Oh, this don't cost that much, but you don't know their lifestyle because this brother make over $800 million, like Cass said. So we don't know what she needs to support or continue that lifestyle with her kids. Because we don't know if he's going to be there doing anything with them kids. And we don't know what hell. We don't even know. Oh, I'm cussing. Now, see, y'all got me upset.
Romeo, help me out.
School, all this other stuff costs.
Yeah,
so
they got grown
we all
kids.
just need to bring it on down and let them settle it in court like Cass said earlier.
No, Romeo, settle it now. Don't wait till court. Settle it now.
Nobody thinks that's his money. But at the end of the day, we had a discussion about submission, okay? We had a discussion about submission on Wellness Wednesday, and we talked about sub and then the mission. Everybody forgetting about that. So at the end of the day, she is supporting. She was there. We don't know what she did. We only looking at Dr. Dre for what we know he did, but we don't know what she did to make certain things happen. So I'm going to close this chapter, close this book in Jesus' name, amen, because this is Friday.
Wait.
Because it's Labor Day. What's the next report?
Romeo. I know Romeo. Well, speaking. Hold on. Speaking of church, Romeo has had his usher finger up for the longest. Can Romeo get some love? Go ahead, bro.
Thank you, Key James. Okay, if you want to give her supporting fee, I ride with that one. What you're not finna do is tell me, like King James said, that this woman came in on an even playing field with Dr. Dre.
No.
Is that he didn't uplift her lifestyle? Because I guarantee you, he was Dr. Dre when they met, so he upgraded her lifestyle. There's no way that she deserves $2 million a month, regardless of what she's done, because there was no even play. Now, she came in the game $100 million with his $100 million, great. But did she do that?
The devil is a lie, because at the end of the day, when you get married, you become one.
And
like you had your hand, your finger up, you right. Because you do become one. Let me calm down because
right. And Dr. Dre gave her 3 kids, so Dr. Dre helped her out in many ways.
They made together. See, ain't now one of y'all married, so I don't want to hear from you at the end of the day because you.
Well, hold on. The producer said that it's only $24 million a year. Are you serious? I mean, you actually typed that up. You know what, Romeo? We need to ban drinking in the morning. $24 million a year. Are you serious? Come on, man.
But he making a lot more than 24 a year.
Wait, AR Shaw. I'm starting to question your loyalty.
This is how people react when they not used to this type of money or that type of place. So $20 million maybe to him may not even be like as big as what everybody else may see it, because this man is used to making money in private, and so is she living a lifestyle. Y'all figure it out in court.
Okay, well, I'm gonna close this segment by asking if anybody saw the comedy classic Raw by Eddie Murphy.
Of course.
And what he said about Johnny Carson, who preceded Jay Leno, who preceded Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon.
One of the two. Breaking up.
And what he said about Johnny.
Terry, you breaking up. We finna cut this.
All right. Well, anyway.
I did that, Cass.
Oh, yeah, that worked. You know what? That's wrong. And what he said about Johnny Carson is that all she had to do, put on her W-2, was be with her husband, and that's it. She didn't work. She didn't have no businesses. She had Dre. That was work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Keith. Anyway, now that I've closed the decision, Your Honor, I'm done with these witnesses. Y'all can step down. On to the next slide. I emailed another slide, so can we go to that right quick? My dear.
Let me jump in right now while
I'm just saying, let me get my point across.
Jump in right now before we go to this slide.
So hold on. While we're waiting on it, how can we justify
really
$2 million a month? $2 million.
You're right. You can't justify it. So we're gonna move on.
Okay. Cash.
Bank account.
Cash.
You don't know exactly what's being considered.
Yes, Cash. So, you said something about that he's got 800 million, so she deserves 2 million a month. So
I said I don't have any say in what she gets. I'm just saying, you talking about even playing field and what they came to the table with. He knew who he married.
No, but it seemed like you were on her side.
Knowing that somebody.
Wait a minute, we're gonna stop this on the side thing first of all.
He knew the wealth of the person he married when he married them. That was his decision. He knows what it's like as a man with money to get married. Like, come on, let's not ignore the fact.
So we're just going to deactivate and de-authenticate.
We keep talking to these single folks that they ain't gave up a damn thing.
No, hold on.
But they haven't parted. They ain't gave up nothing. They not combining nothing. They ain't sharing nothing. They ain't doing none of that.
Yeah. But hold up, Ty. Did she not sign a prenup?
I don't know.
I'm gone.
No.
Okay, thank you. All right. On to the next slide because I finished this. I won. Anyway.
Oh Lord.
Oh, they don't have an email or text, but everybody knows what happened. My final segment of the day is regarding Mr. Daniel. See, I don't want to even say his name because I might get it wrong, but he's a gentleman. Let me go ahead and look at it. Daniel. Anyway, the gentleman who got a hood put over his head in Rochester, New York. Police officers, he basically has some mental issues, and he was running and walking around in the streets of New York, Rochester, New York,
yes.
Back in March. Precisely the same time period that happened in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know. I guess I got so excited I can't even remember people's names. But anyway, he basically followed commands to get on the ground. He was ordered on the ground. He got on the ground. He was handcuffed. And then he allegedly, according to the police officers, spit on them. And therefore they put a bag or a hood over his head. But the problem is that they stuffed his head onto the ground until he stopped breathing, according to the video. Now they claim that drugs took his life, just like they said that drugs took George Floyd's life in Minneapolis and not the knee to the neck that cut off his circulation. In this case, they did the same thing. They're saying that PCP took the life of this man in Rochester, New York, when video obviously shows him pushing his head down into the ground. So it happened the same time in March as Breonna Taylor was killed in Louisville, Kentucky. And so the mayor of Rochester has suspended the 7 officers with pay. I don't know exactly how that's called suspension because when I was suspended in the military, we got nothing. If you didn't have no money, too bad. So I'm trying to figure out how this is really a suspension, but she just said they should have been on administrative leave or desk duty, at least make them work and contribute to the city. But anyway, now the taxpayers are paying for 7 officers not to work. And who knows how long they're going to be off because it's indefinite. So that is my final report. I didn't know if anybody had anything to say about the young man who lost his life, having a bag on his head and then having his face stuffed into the ground until he stopped moving.
Iris Baker said his name, Daniel Prue. You know what?
Yes.
This is the most amazing thing about police officers. I love police officers. Y'all great, cool, whatever. I have never met the most scariest bunch of people in my life. You got a gun, a taser, a pepper spray, a stick, a handcuff, a knife, a bazooka, a rope, a rabbit, a dog. Like, you got every single thing in the world to protect you. But when it comes to somebody who is unarmed, y'all just flip out.
I wonder if it has. I agree, Romeo, and I wonder if it has anything to do with like their training, or the lack of, like, y'all don't get training on what to do and how to. And then I think about who are they selecting? What is the selection process like? We getting a lot of scared folks, maybe folks that was bullied in school, going into the police force, like Barney Fife, like I don't know, but
Well,
they're making some rational decisions.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it to you like this, Ty. And you're in the beauty industry. It's people who get their cosmetology. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Is it the cosmetology license? They put in more hours than police cadets. So the training isn't there, and then you also have individuals who don't understand the neighborhoods that they're policing. So if they don't really understand the people that they're policing, they don't understand that, you know, black individuals may come off as aggressive, but it's not. They might not even be trying to be violent, but they may just try to get their point across. We just had a heated discussion 5 minutes ago. Someone from another culture may see that as a confrontation. We weren't confronting each other. We were just having a loud discussion. So if you have someone from another culture who doesn't really understand the people they're policing, then that's a disconnect within itself. And I don't know if you can even teach that when it comes to policing. So there's a lot of reform that must happen in police when it comes to police unions across the nation, because it's just a disconnect.
Yeah, I think that the vetting process needs to be improved, of course, but I also think that this is a conscious decision. They are doing what the culture is set up for them to do. This is not an accident. It is not an accident that Public Enemy legendary frontman Chuck D just put up on his Instagram, where he put side by side 8 white mass shooters, all of them taken alive, and 8 black unarmed people, men and women, who died at the hands of the police. So it's not no training in the world is going to improve when you have a white supremacist mindset that says that you can, that you don't value the lives of other people who are not white. So training is not going to replace white supremacy. You have to change the white supremacist mindset, I believe. So, but anyway,
you have individuals like Kyle Rittenhouse, the young 17-year-old terrorist, who they know that they can get away, they can kill black people with impunity. Like, they know that. So, well, not only that,
they get coddled, they get help. Yeah. I mean, he got some water from the police. The guy down in South Carolina who shot 9 people in church, they sent him to the drive-through. You hungry? You want something to eat? You know what I'm saying? So it is a toxic environment, or it's the ambiance that is being fostered and supported and nurtured by white supremacists that is enabling this to happen. Training is not gonna. I don't believe it's gonna make that change. But
it's a national discussion, because it's coming from the top all the way to the bottom. Of course, when they say that when Trump says he's the law and order president, he's basically saying, I'm the president that's going to protect you from black people. I'm going to protect white people from black people. That's basically what he's saying. So he wants to get behind the police officers. He wants to get behind these individuals who are white supremacists, and he's retweeting things that have white supremacist language in it. So it started from the top on down. So this is what this country is. This is what this country has always been about. And I don't know if any training can change the hearts of individuals who have. This is the fabric of America.
Goes back to what Ty said, though. So I just Googled this, right? And they actually have a list of everything that a police officer is supposed to go through before they get to the gun. I want y'all to hit it. Radio, call for help. Knife, the taser. If the taser don't work, get the mace. If the mace don't work, get the baton. If the baton don't work, put handcuffs and then get to your gun. Gun is last. Gun is last on this list. But apparently somebody has changed the list around, because there's no reason. I got all of that on me and I'm still scared of one individual who's unarmed. Bruh, quit.
No, that's the list that is designed for us. It's in reverse for black people, for dark-skinned people. Because, like I said, matter of fact, I saw it on the news just before we got on the show, where a man killed, where a white
dark-skinned people, Romeo.
Yeah. No. I said black people and people of color. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. I just saw before we came on, a white man killed a black woman and his sister and had a shootout with police. It was a white man, and they took him alive. This just happened. They took him alive. How do you shoot at the police and maintain your life? How? So that, it's just an interesting situation. The conversation needs to continue. But that concludes my report from the First King James. And thank you everybody who has been following us. And please share the show. I know I did. On to Amir Shaw.
All right, let's get into it. So Black folks can't win because we got people trying to steal our culture as well as steal our lives. So we had this individual, Jessica Krug. She is an associate professor at George Washington University. And for years, she has been, she's basically been saying that she's a black woman, but she grew up as a Jewish woman and she's white. And so she came out with an essay yesterday, which basically she confessed to everything, saying that, she, for years, she basically used a lie to boost her career. And she was getting a lot of speaking engagements, she wrote a book. And so her whole career was centered around blackness and black culture and being a black woman. She also used the N-word. People say she was using the N-word and things of this nature. So this is another form of blackface. We saw this with Rachel Dolezal years ago, where this white woman who basically said that she was actually in the NAACP, and she paraded herself as a black woman for years until she was outed. This individual, Jessica, she actually came and admitted that she's been using black culture for all these years, and she's been profiting off of saying that she's black. And so this is just another case. This is a weird case, for this white woman to go all these years and claim to parade herself as a black woman. Just want to get your thoughts on that. We have two black women on our show. What are your thoughts on this of a white woman portraying to be a black woman?
I'm gonna let First Lady go. Go ahead, Cass.
This is just so strange to me that this is a thing. The Rachel Dolezal, I don't know, I guess that's how you say her name, was so unbelievable to me, that whole story. And now it's like to have someone else be doing this, and then you go for years and years, and it's just so strange. And it's just very disrespectful. It's just ridiculous, the whole thing. I don't really know what else to say about it.
It goes back to that old saying that they love our culture, they want to use our culture, they want to make money off our culture. They're addicted to our culture. They just hate the people who produce the culture. And they will use any means that they can use off of us to get up and come up, but without respecting where they got that from. So that's always been the way. They did it when we got off the ships. They used our labor, they used our backs to build this country, to build their wealth. They used our bodies to help defend their country against the British. They did it. They used our bodies against each other for the Civil War. They used us in every war, in every theater of war since the founding of this nation. So this is just another extension of them exploiting us for their own gain.
I heard him.
Yeah. I think that she's not the only one. Like Terry said, at the end of the day, she went a little far. She did it a little too long. And then they were like, hey, what's she doing? This lady ain't even black. Like, but I think I'm not going to say all, I'm sorry. But there are a lot of people that are already doing this, even to Terry's point, even though we were arguing profusely earlier. He right. They always take the culture, even if it's a little bit or a lot, doesn't matter. They're taking it, they're using it. So I think it's happening across the board at different levels, whether or not it was even based on like the size of our butts. Like black women always had big behinds, or heinies, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
And so now it's a thing, or everybody want to get it.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
I will testify on your behalf.
Right, on big lips. That's the physical stuff. But even when it comes to like, stop, Romeo. But even when it comes to, I can't even get my point across. I'm laughing at you. So, like, even when it comes to like, not even just the physical attributes, but when it comes to like our culture, our dress, how we, that is a vibe. That is our swag, quote unquote. But they use it all the time. I mean, yeah, she's doing it for monetary reasons. I would like to see the blueprint. What she's using. Like, I'm sorry, I haven't seen her content, but if she's making money off of it, now she needs to share it for free. And we need to be able to see what she was doing, or if she's using the Black culture, now share what you're using. Maybe this blueprint will work for others in our community. Since it worked for you.
See, right? I mean, what we gonna get mad at after the fact?
Right.
Okay.
And I mean, it's nothing's going to come of it of her apology. She's not going to share anything. I mean, just like the Lords of London, they apologized for slavery, but they shared nothing. They're giving nothing back. They just want us to shut up. And so she's going to say that she's sorry, and she's going to issue an apology. And it's all verbal. It's all designed just to massage our backsides and make us quiet and go to sleep again. When she ain't giving up nothing.
Well, let me ask you this, Ty. Isn't this similar to? I think AR might know. Isn't this similar to in the hair community? Like, damn near, bruh. Let me tell you something. I live in the suburbs, and there's still a beauty supply store that's run by somebody that's not Black. So, isn't that the same connotation? Like, it don't matter. As a matter of fact, every single liquor store is not even run by somebody Black.
Right. So what she did, I mean, there's different gradations of exploitation, and what she did was a blatant use. Something that is subtle or indirect is like a multimillionaire businessman, respectable businessman who invests in prison furniture. You know what I'm saying? And then the prison is privatized by his cousin, who's also a multimillionaire. That's also the exploitation. So there's different levels to the game of exploitation. She just was more blatant.
Yeah, but Romeo, you made a good point when you talked about them beauty supply stores, because a lot of those products in there are, I would probably say 95% African American products. So yeah.
So weird because of the simplicity. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Every time one opens, it is not run by us. Every time, I need to get in that business. Shoot, I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. There's levels, and it's not just in one race. It happens across the board. So, Black people, we need to start putting businesses back into our community and taking over our culture from those that are exploiting us or using it for their advantage and for their dollars. They need to give it up. But we got to do something about it too.
Yeah, we got to have more versuses. I mean, we got to build something from the ground up, have it organically grown, and then keep ownership of it, or the majority ownership of it, so that it doesn't get contaminated or exploited or used or watered down. So shout out to the folks who own Versus. Well, I can't think of names right now, but shout out to Versus people. Thank you. Anyway, we got to go on to breaking down bars with A.R. Shaw. Take it away.
Yeah, so we're gonna go get into the breaking down bars. I got a chance to sit down with Young Dolph, who recently released his album Rich Slave, and he talked about an incident where he was faced with police with racial profiling. So let's get into it.
Breaking down bars with Rich.
Poppy, it's the kid, Dolph. Breaking down bars right here. Did. Yeah. With you. The police pulled me over for nothing, just because she racist. Damn, 2 minutes later, it's 5 police cars that got me face down on the pavement. Damn, man. Just cause I'm a black man in America. What about it? That's what get them permission to treat us terrible.
You say the police pulled me over for nothing, just because she racist. 2 minutes later, it's 5 police cars. They got me face down on the pavement. Just because I'm a black man in America, that's what gives them permission to treat us terrible. Was that inspired by a real situation?
Right. Typical day, bro. Like, I was at home. I decided to go to my old neighborhood because that's where a lot of my relatives live. My family members, my friends that I went to school with, they parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Just because I made it out the hood, just because I made it out of poverty, that don't mean everybody that I love made it out. No, like I'm only one person. My family, I still got my whole family, all of my friends and all of their family, they still there. So I go there a lot because these are my people. You know what I mean? So with me being me, it's like I get hounded just for even going back to my old neighborhood, my old stomping grounds, like places that where the people stay that I love the most. Because like this is what happened. I got in my car. I was in a Lamborghini. I got in my Lamborghini truck, drove to South Memphis. Bro, bro, on my grandma's grave, I wasn't in the neighborhood 2 minutes. Bro, I pulled up, I'm at a stop sign. I'm sitting at the stop sign. A car came and turned on the street where I was on and rode past me, and like 2 police cars whipped up right behind him, following him, pulling him over. So then when I'm looking at him, I was finna turn, and I see the 3rd police car coming behind. I'm finna turn behind them. But when I made the right, that 3rd police car seen me, and she got behind me, dog. They left the car that they was on, they was pulling over, they left the car alone, bro. They came and got on me, like, bro, I'm sitting at the stop sign, just looking at them like, damn, what that car do? Like, what they meant, like what happened? So I'm sitting at the stop sign, I'm on the brake. So I get off the brake, get on the gas, I go on turn. Well, they getting behind me. Like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Right in front of a daycare. Hey. Right in front of the daycare. So, bro, the car was behind me. Then another car came from the other 2 first cars. One of them came and cut me off and got in front of me, bro, like trying to make me run into the back of them. So I'm like, damn, what the hell? And the police car that pulled me over, it was a female. I'm like, what's going on? Like, they like, oh, what the hell they said? Bro, they didn't even have a real reason to pull me over, bro. They pulled me over. They got me out the car. They instantly searching the car. What the fuck? Why are you searching the car? I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't feel you. Yeah. Why is you searching my car? Oh, one of the officers come, you know, shit, once after so many of the police cars pulled up, now it's about 10 officers on the scene. So a lot of them know exactly who I am. Oh, this dog, oh man, what's going on? They looking at my truck. You know, they officers and regular people too. They want to check the truck out. But this lady that pulled me over, once she see that, damn, he's straight. Damn, they know who he is. Or he a legitimate good guy. He run a big, just because I'm young, I'm black, and I live in America. That's what get on permission to just treat me terrible, bro, whenever. Like, I've been saying this, bro, since forever, bro, since for years. I always tell my partners and friends, everybody, like, bro, the police do what they want to do. I don't want to hear that shit talking about, bro, put your seatbelt on, do this, or, oh, they can't mess with you if you got your seatbelt on. They can't mess with you if you're going the speed limit. They can't mess with you if you stop when you need to stop, go, you need to go. Bro, they do whatever they want to do, bro. I don't know, bro. It's everyday life for us, man. That's what we go through as a people. Like, shit, like, the other people outside our race, they don't know what it feels like to go through this. They don't go through this, so they don't even get it.
Let me ask you this, man. What do you think can be done, man? Are you like, because my whole thing is, we got to get old boy out the office. That's my whole thing. Are you inspiring people to vote? Like, what do you think is the next step?
Man, it's bigger than voting. We need to step up on that. We gotta vote, and we gotta try to get into office who we want in the office. But man, it's really within our community. It's in our communities and within each other. Like, we got to stand for something, and we got to be together. The more unified we get as a whole, as a people, then we'll be unstoppable. Then we'll be able to get what we want. Then we'll be able to demand certain things, because if they know they can't play with you, they ain't gonna play with you. But
yeah,
we fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we fighting amongst each other, and we trying to shake back. It ain't easy because, bro, it was set up like this. You know what I mean? From a long time ago. So it ain't all our fault, because we still trying to play makeup. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we just dealing with what we was given. So we trying to make out a situation, and then on top of that, we trying to get it together. It's like we just got a lot on our plate, bro, and we trying to handle it. You know what I mean? So we just got to do what we got to do. We got to focus on us. Keep it 100. Like, we got to focus on us.
Breaking down bars with rolling.
So shout out to Young Dog. We definitely gonna work on getting the cover. Had some interesting things to say about racial inequality in America. He also talked about Black-owned businesses. So definitely look forward to putting out more of this interview with Young Dolph. This was a cool interview, cool breaking down bars. That's the end of my report.
Man, shout out to you. That was like, man, you be getting some dope stuff, man. I'll be like, I'm proud of my bro, man. Nah, that was dope. I think one of the lines that stood out the most that he said was that they're gonna do what they want. That's it. Like, and not to be a Debbie down on Friday podcast, but that is one of the reasons that I'm with this whole, it's Friday with this day-to-day thing. They gonna do what they want. We can talk about change, we can talk about voting, we can talk about the past, King James, we can talk, whatever. But clearly, every day, they gonna do whatever they want to do.
And that's why I was talking about, white supremacy doesn't care about training. It's really irrelevant how much training they get when they have that type of mindset by which they treat you like an animal because we don't have the ability to resist. We have no legal recourse. We have no political power. We have no cultural unity that other cultures do, such as Jews and Asians, which is admirable, which they use to build institutions to not only protect themselves, but advance themselves. And so then the white supremacy has to stop and pause before they start abusing Asians and Jews, because they have the power base by which to buck back. They could buck back, and we don't. And so, shout out to AR for landing that interview, because he was speaking truth that we need not just, it's everything. It's voting, it's police training, it's police, it's reform, but it's also us. The change begins with us.
Man.
Okay. This might have been had other officers not pulled up and recognized him. Like people.
Yeah, you're right. If other officers didn't know who he was, you're right.
This one lady, the first cop that pulled up, didn't know him. So, it could have been a very different situation. I mean, he's in his old neighborhood. It's just mind-blowing,
Because it happened to Tyler Perry about a decade ago. You know what I'm saying? And the officers didn't know who he was. The white officers who pulled him over and had their guns drawn right near his studio. And then the black officer rolled up and was like, man, come on, man. That's Tyler Perry. He's already a multimillionaire. What are y'all doing? And so, you know what I'm saying?
I said this about her husband a couple weeks ago. My mama said the same thing. I'm pretty sure Amir's mom said it to him. Hey, brothers, I'm Romeo saying it. I'll give a fly flip. What you got to do? Make it home. If you got to lay on the ground, lay on the ground. Hands in the air. They want you to do a handstand and a cartwheel. Fuck it. Do a handstand and a cartwheel. Get home, brother. Because what I would have hated for Dolph, I would have hated, like Cass just said, that lady who did not know, only thing she saw was a fancy car in the neighborhood. I would have hated for Dolph to be the old Dolph that we know, Amir, and then it go totally left. Totally, because Dolph ain't that, like, I will say out of all the rappers I know, Dolph ain't that test me type of dude. Like, he ain't that type of guy because of how he grew up. So, King James, I really don't want to say the community's got to do better. I would put a charge to Black men and Black women. Hey, brothers, sisters, let's just make it home. Like, we figure out the rest later. But hey, honey, come home. Let's do that.
No, I mean, yeah, you got to get home. But what I'm saying is I'm talking about cultural unity. I'm talking about emulating success that we have already seen in order to acquire, maintain, and grow substantial power in order to buck back. And I'm talking about legally, financially, politically, socially. I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about building the type of base, collective unity that dissuades this type of police treatment, because the other cultures who are not white don't get treated like that. But anyway, we got to move on from the subject.
So let's change the narrative and lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to jump right into a Mirror segment I did with Derek Rutledge. He's a celebrity MUA makeup artist, that is, and he's done all the celebrities from our former First Lady, Michelle Obama. But here's a little bit of him reflecting on his experience and manifestation of his success. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to our Mirror Beauty segment here at Rolling Out, where we focus on beauty industry professionals, entrepreneurs, and all around beauty bosses all across the world. And today, oh my gosh, I am so elated and excited. I have the pleasure of introducing for the very first time, internationally known, world-class traveler, celebrity makeup artist, Derek Rutledge. How are you doing today, Derek?
Overwhelmed. You really blew me up. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy that I finally got this opportunity to be a part of Rolling Out magazine, because I've been following you all for a very long time and been wanting to chat with you all, be a part of what you all do, have you all interview me so I can tell people all about the exciting things that I do. And when I got the call about this, I was elated to be here. Really am. And to meet you and to know that we have so many people in common that we know.
Exactly. Yes, we do. It's really been a long time coming. I feel like we've already met. I feel like we're already industry friends, with me being a makeup artist. But I want to talk a little bit about you. I know you said I blew you up, which is false. Okay, let me just say I probably did not do enough, because I'm going to go into a little bit about Derek, because fortunately, he's done quite a bit in his career. I did say that he was a celebrity makeup artist. Now, we hear a lot of makeup artists out there that call themselves celebrity makeup artists, but let me give you a little bit of his roster. He has done, of course, currently now Oprah Winfrey. He has done Beyonce, CeCe Winans, Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, Yolanda Adams. That's just, a few. And not to mention, he's also done our former First Lady, Michelle Obama. Yes.
You can't forget that.
I cannot forget that. I cannot. So I know, of course, a whole lot about you. Love your work and everything that you're doing and your movement.
Thank you.
But give our audience an opportunity to for you to introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about you.
Well, you've done such a wonderful job. I don't know what more to add. I mean, other than just say that my life is huge. You know, I've been doing makeup now for almost 30 years. Granted, I've taken good care of myself so that I don't look like I've been doing it for 30 years. Because people say, well, 30 years, well, how old are you? And I always stick to 38. But if they Google me, they definitely would find out that this year I turned 59. So
what?
I know. But to take you back to tell you about myself, I've been doing makeup since started doing makeup in college. But I've always loved everything beauty since I was in elementary school. I used to draw, paint, everything. You know, draw shoes, draw women's clothes. You know, just sit and watch my mother dress, go and sneak into the CVS. Well, it wasn't CVS then, but going to the drugstore and look at all the beauty and fashion magazines. And, you know, I couldn't really afford to get the magazines, so I would tear them out and I would stick them in my shirt and leave. I mean, you know, but I've always loved beauty. And so while I was in college, I literally started doing makeup on the girls throughout the school, went through just, you know, $5 a person, which gave me the practice on knowing all types of face shapes and colors and everything. Once I left college, I went from that to working with a top publisher that published all kinds of beauty magazines. And a lot of people remember me from Black Hair Sophisticates and all those hair books. I mean, I was doing 25, 30 models a day, but I was saturating the magazines, Black Hair Sophisticates, all the makeup books back in the 80s, saturating those books with all of my work, getting stories written about me, bringing in other makeup artists to assist me and showing them techniques so I could help them become better. From there to traveling throughout Europe for like maybe 3 months, developing a portfolio. From there, coming back, working for Dudley for 4.5, almost 5 years, creating their makeup brand and becoming the beauty editor for their beauty magazines and books that they put out 3 times a year. From there to 5 years at BET, where I basically, that's how I got my name out there on a international level, because I would do every celebrity that came into the network. That's how I met Shaka, Yolanda, Cece, how I got the call to go to the Watergate to do Patti LaBelle, how I was doing Queen Latifah, Lil' Kim, all the girl groups from the 90s, Aaliyah before she passed, every celebrity that came through there, I was known as the big guy in the makeup room that could beat face. Once the Obamas got into office, that was one proud moment that, you know, that of course all of us still remember. I kept saying,
yeah, so that was just a little bit of Derek's interview that I had an opportunity to have with him, but you can check out the full interview in its entirety on rollingout.com. But he talked a lot about his new project coming up, Perfecting Your Presence. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But he was reflecting on his manifestation and what he did in order to, you know, beat Michelle Obama's face and Oprah's face. So it was very inspiring because we talk about, you know, manifestation and writing it down and make it clear. He definitely did that in his career.
You know who inspires me? Who makes it clear? Ty Cooper. That's who I love. That's who beats me. And now. Yeah, all right, but I love Ty. There you go.
I appreciate y'all. Well, since y'all love me so much, y'all can stay on because it looks like we may have another guest coming on. I see her beautiful face, Mrs. Tania Golston. How are you, Tania?
Hey, Ty, how are you? Good morning. Good morning.
We are good. I have Cass in the city here, and Romeo. He changes his last name every day, child. So I'm not going to go into that. Romeo here. So wanted to jump right in. So Tania, if you can you change your screen to horizontal? Yeah.
Let's see. Hold up.
Yeah, the hair is popping.
Yes, give me 1 second.
Okay, no problem. So while Tania, say that again, Romeo.
Turn the lock screen off on your phone.
Oh,
okay.
Let's see. While Tania is setting up, I'm just gonna get into a little bit about her, and so that way, whenever she comes on, she can tell you herself. But Tania Goldston, she is the Senior Director of Marketing at Cream of Nature. And I'm just gonna tell you, she is not just the run-of-the-mill corporate type of business professional. She used her talent as a stylist. So she is a licensed stylist. She's learned the corporate way of the business and pretty much matriculated that over into synergizing business, education, experience, and all of that. I think Amir a little bit earlier talked about cosmetologists, like how the police needed to learn and experience and get the education. Well, Tania definitely has it when it comes to knowing the craft of beauty, in addition to incorporating her knowledge, skills, and abilities from the corporate world. There she is. All right, Tania, we got you. We got
Okay,
you.
good.
Perfect. So, hopefully I did a really good job by doing an introduction, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself and a little bit about you to our rolling out AM Wake Up Call guests.
So good morning. Good morning. I am Tania Goldston, as Ty said, and I am a beauty girl. I love building brands, and I'm very, very passionate about making sure that we are present in the community. And, you know, I'm just happy to be here. I've known Ty for quite some time, and I've worked in the beauty industry for a lot of years, and I absolutely love it.
I will say that, thank you for that. Romeo, what did you say?
No, I was gonna say I got a question to ask, but I'm gonna wait. Let's go.
Okay.
No, you're good. So when Tania said she has a philanthropic arm as well, she definitely does. In addition to, like, she was a part of my career where she gave me an opportunity to work on a national campaign platform. A little old girl from Mobile, Alabama side, she gave it to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. But we both have the same mentor. So we've done a lot. We've partnered a lot. You're talking about Black women building each other. She's definitely a good example of that. But I'm going to throw it on over to some of my co-hosts. Romeo, you can go ahead and answer your question. Look, she like.
First of all, I love the smile. Second of all, let's talk. So, you know, Cass in the city is dope. I tell people every week she's been helping me with my beauty game. As you can see, my moisturizing skills are up.
Yes.
Okay. So, but the question that I have is, what I've noticed about most beauty brands when it comes to men, that they're not relatable to men. Like they're men products. If you could catch what I'm saying, they're men products, but they're not relating to you know, the everyday guy who you know goes and builds buildings or trucks or something like that. Because a lot of men don't know about beauty. What I've learned from Cass is a lot of men don't know about beauty regimens, like, you know, daytime and nighttime. I didn't know it was two different regimens for day and night. But so my question is, how does your company and your marketing help make beauty normalized for men? If that makes sense.
That makes sense. So I'm going to give you I think there's two roads to that. So first off, I'll say that for years, I would say a brand for me, it's Cream of Nature, and we make hair care products. And one of the things that I love about the brand is that I literally grew up using the brand. So when I was a little girl, that was the shampoo that was in, you know, my mother's closet. That's what we used on our hair when we weren't going to the salon. And as I grew older and I started to work with the brand, what I found is that Cream of Nature is very much a family brand. There are a lot of men that use it, and most often they say, hey, my mom used it. This is what I grew up using. And so, you know, I stick with it. So I think that you have certain brands that are kind of like they're generational, and they're also for the family. And so everybody kind of uses them. Now, as for you and for the men, this is the thing. You all are not out buying your own products. Most of you are picking up products from your bathroom. So whoever you're living with, you picking up her products and you're using them, okay? So it's hard to make a line. It's just hard to make a line specifically for you all because you all are not out shopping for the products. But I would say to anybody that's listening, you know, that's an entrepreneur, I see opportunity here. You know, I see opportunity. The gentleman is saying that he wants something for him, and I'm sure he's going to be ready to get all the fellas to the store to purchase it as well.
T, I promise you, before Cass asks a question, I promise you, the very first time that I went to the store to buy it, I swear I was on the aisle for at least an hour texting Cass because I didn't know nothing. I was like, what am I looking for?
Exactly. So we need y'all to show up more so that we can make more products specifically for you. But I love the passion and the energy for sure.
Ask you, you know, obviously we've spoken before about, you know, your role at Cream of Nature. But I want to know what is, you know, one of the biggest lessons that you've learned in your career that you could share to, you know, other young women who may be interested in entering beauty marketing?
Yeah, I think, you know, if you're passionate about, you know, a particular segment, if it is beauty, I think you have to pursue it with all of your energy. You know, I think you just have to really pursue it with everything, you know, that you have, because it can be a very hard industry to break into. But I think, you know, I always tell young ladies, I didn't know how to break into the beauty industry. I just knew that I wanted to be in the beauty industry. And so I pursued it with everything that was inside of me. And I got an opportunity. I got a break and I started working in the beauty industry. And then one of the biggest lessons, I would say, it's a career lesson, but then it's also a life lesson. And I think it's tied into, you know, 2020. And it's just, you know, live life without regrets. You know, I think that's something I found in my career, that when I've second guessed myself, or, you know, you don't make the decision, you don't make the jump, you don't take the risk. I've always, you know, kind of regretted it sometimes. And then I think with 2020, with everything that we've seen this year, we have to go after our dreams relentlessly. You know, there is no time to wait. So we just have to pursue those things that keep us up at night, that prevent us from sleeping. You know, we have to really share them with the world because they're gifts and they're meant to bless others.
So and thank you so much, Tania, with that. But as we close this out, you've definitely been a mentor. You definitely shared all your knowledge and experience. More to come with you. I see that you're also going to be launching a concept to accelerate your beauty brands if need be, and it's launching September 28th. So more to come on that. We look forward to seeing more of that because you got to share all this knowledge that you have.
Exactly.
You've launched over 250 products and made companies millions. So y'all listen up. But we love having you here on Mirror and the AM Wake Up Call. Tania, thank you so very much. We appreciate.
Thank you so much, Ty.
Appreciate you. Look forward to your launch and the Beauty Accelerator, right?
Yes, definitely. Check it out. Check me out on Instagram. It's Tania Love. Come over there, say hi. Let's talk. Let's chat branding and marketing.
You know what, Tania? Tania, before you go, I done decided. I think I'm going to be your male model. I think I'm ready. This face is ready for it.
All right. I've got you covered.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Tania.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all, Tania is the truth. Like she, for her to have made the companies and the brands that she's worked with millions of dollars off of launching products, she's now combining this and putting a concept together to share it with other people. And that's what more people need to do and not hoard information and knowledge. But
absolutely right. Ty, where are we going?
What's up, my brother?
Turn your phone, myself.
Okay, what's going on, good brother? Y'all all right?
Yeah,
We
turn your
good.
phone around. Flip your phone.
There he is.
Actually, need to take your phone off lock. I think your phone is locked.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Hold on 1 second. I can see you.
What's up? What's up? How you doing, man? Welcome to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. How you doing, brother?
What's going on? What's up, man? Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So welcome to the show. And why don't you introduce yourself while I yield the floor to Cash in the City and AR Shaw.
I am Marcel Anthony.
Okay. All right, Marcel. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What should the people know?
I'm an R&B singer from Detroit City, born and raised. Been doing this for a long time now. It's finally starting to make sense. The blessings are finally starting to come, and it's I feel like it's my time. You know.
Guess what it is, man. Coming from a city like Detroit, man. Detroit has a very long history, profound history when it comes to music. How did the city of Detroit inspire you coming up and just with the pen and just wanted to share your talents? How did the city inspire you?
Oh man, we the sound, man. We Motown. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I mean, who nameless? It's nameless. It's countless names that's come from the city of Detroit. I mean, we pioneer a lot of things. So I mean, just coming from the city of Detroit alone, just having that Motown on our back, it mean a lot. I don't feel like I got to carry a torch or a flame or nothing, but it means a lot. It means a lot to even come from a city that has bred so many great people.
That's what's up. Now, I had an interesting question. I mean, you brought up an interesting point, and you talked about, well, you've been doing this for a long time, and it's finally making sense. But I want you to go ahead and elaborate and kind of translate that for us, because
elaborate on that.
Because what I'm thinking is that it's not just making sense now. It's always made sense to you, but now you are starting to, you know what I'm saying? You're starting to, reap the benefits of all that hard work.
Yeah, man. I'm starting to actually reach out to people that, it was a lot of non-believers, a lot of naysayers, and when I say I've been doing it a long time, I'm talking about I was singing since 5 years old. You know what I mean? And my grandmother always instilled doing great things, put me right in church. You know what I mean? I was in a choir for so long. I got a chance to actually be up under great people that was with the Bobby Jones gospel family and all. Lydia Wright, I don't know if you know who Lydia Wright is, but, I was under a lot of these people for a very long time. So, just being around these people and me wanting to be, on a different level, and me wanting my music to be heard by so many different people. And, it's like, I just didn't get that understanding. It was a lot of people that just didn't give me the feedback I was wanting, or I just didn't have that chance that I wanted with anybody else. And when I met my manager, Big Fine, man, a lot of things changed. I was doing music. all the time, but you know, it comes a time where it's like you get that wall, man, and you just run into it, and it's like everything shut down for you. You know, everything changed, life, so many different things that transpire just stop you from even wanting to do what you here to really do. And it's like years pass, and now it starts to make sense.
Yeah. So I guess it makes it sweeter because the throng, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, you had a throng of haters, you know what I'm saying, shooting you know what I'm saying, negativity your way. And now, you know what I'm saying, now that you have some success, it's just like it makes it sweeter, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, because it's like I went from just, you know, recording and bumping, hitting walls, you know, just trying to do things myself without having the guidance. And then I started, you know, actually sitting down and learning the business, you know what I mean? And taking control of myself, you know what I'm saying? So as an independent artist, you know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get anywhere, you know? Yeah, you can be heard by somebody, but that don't work down here in Detroit. That don't work in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of crabs in the barrel, man. You know, it ain't that Motown no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
But you definitely putting on for the city, man. We want to play your latest joint with Sada Baby. We got to cue it up. So let's go.
I like to smoke a little bit. I like to drink a little too. I like to sleep in on Sunday, even though I know I should be in church. Thinking God for all the big booty women that he created. Good Lord, it don't make no sense. I like to stay in my lane, do my own thing, lay back and stack up my chips. I like to flex on my ex-bitch with my new bitch. Big petty my mood, oh yeah. It's gonna.
All right now. That's the Detroit soul. I hear you.
Yeah, I'm loving that vibe. The vibe.
So we got breaking down bars, man. I want you to give us the first 8 bars of that song and give us the inspiration behind those bars.
And I wanted people to understand what I wanted people to know how I felt. You know what I mean? I wanted people to understand what let me breathe mean. So many people always want to tell you what to do, you know, but don't really even know the beginning to the end of it at all. You know what I'm saying? Or just the people that want to be in my business or control what I got going on and just don't know the half. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how it feel. So yeah, that meant a lot to put that out there and let them know that, you know, let me breathe. Let me sit back.
Go ahead, Cass.
Go ahead.
Oh, Cass is talking, but we can't hear her. But I had a question. I mean, I had a question in regards to, it's just interesting how people, like you said, try to tell you what to do, you know, try to say what you should do, try to steer you in a certain direction, but they ain't trying to help you out. They ain't trying to support you, and they ain't trying to come up with no ends to try to fund what they trying to tell you what to do.
Yeah, how you so come on, man, you ain't how you gonna tell me how to do this, but you ain't put no footwork in with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody out here. Yo, my supporters are people I don't even know. You know, the few around me, are those who've been around me, man. You know, ain't no new people in my life. You know what I'm saying? And the people that should be here not here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that verse meant a lot. And I wrote that song a long time ago, 2 years ago. So I've been feeling that way, and I still feel that way. And that's especially now. You know what I mean? Now that my song is on the radio, you know what I'm saying? It's being played on 97.9, 107.5. Shout out to Joe the Boss. You know what I mean? And now it's just, you know, things are different. I'm getting different phone calls. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I still want that. Just let me breathe.
Definitely,
song
man.
means a lot.
Definitely, man. You definitely hitting hard. You definitely repping for Detroit, man. We definitely appreciate you for coming on. How can the people stay in follow your movement?
Oh man, make sure you go and follow me on all of my social medias. Instagram at The Real Marcel Anthony. Facebook at The Real Marcel Anthony. Twitter at Marcel Anthony. You know, so just make sure y'all lock in. My YouTube channel is Marcel Anthony as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be putting up all my latest content. You know, all the exclusive videos go there first. You know, all the new songs, and I'm about to release new material. You know, I'm finna just give it to them. You know, every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks I'm gonna drop something. You know, if it ain't every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks I'm dropping something. So make sure y'all paying attention to everything. You know, so.
Definitely, man. We definitely appreciate you coming on, man. Salute to you, and keep doing it. Keep repping for Detroit, man. Peace.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to my city, man. Shout out to Big Vine.
Motown in the house.
Salute.
That's what's up. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we are segueing into our next guest because he was talking about going on a journey. And now our next guest that we have here on the show, you know, you talking about, you know, storytelling. You're talking about something that's sonically seducing and then at the same time edifying. You don't find that every day in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? These rappers that actually tell a story. And I love the lyrics of their music, and I love their videos. Sometimes I have to watch Goody Mob's videos like 4 or 5 times to get the meaning of what they was talking about in certain segments. You know how it's almost like a good mystery movie. And so, you know, we welcome on to the show, and I think that they're here already. We would like to rep the ATL legends, Goody Mob. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get involved in a drive-in versus battle. Goody Mob is going to battle with Mystical. It's ATL versus Knowledge. It's the Falcons versus the Saints. And so welcome to the show, T-Bone, Goody Mob. How you doing, sir? And
Hey,
Shani, what's up? Oh, CeeLo, what's up?
Hey, man, happy to be here. Honored that you all are interviewing us this morning. It's a great opportunity for us always. You know, thankful that I'm here. Thankful that I'm healthy. Thankful that y'all here. Thankful that y'all healthy. Yo, we ready to continue with this movement, my friend.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And like I said in the introduction, man, you know, your music, man, it's hard to find music that you can dance to and also uplifting and intellectual and, you know what I'm saying, edifying and teaching you things. And so I want to appreciate y'all for having that legacy and keeping that going. But before we get into it, we need to, you know, go ahead and introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself to the folks.
What's up, everybody? 1-4 for Goody Mo B. It's your homeboy, the neighborhood homie, T-Mo Goody representing y'all. What's happening?
Yo, what's up, ATL? This your kinfolk Cujo Goody from that Northwest ATL. How about it, Atlanta?
Also here.
What up, y'all? This is CeeLo Green.
And that's what's up.
To be exact.
All right. Before I yield the floor, I just wanted to remind the folk that on Saturday, September 5th, at night on this Labor Day weekend, Goody Mob is going to team up with DJ Jelly to go after in a drive-in versus battle. This is unprecedented against Mystical and Manny Fresh. So talk about the excitement, you know, and teaming up for that kind of a show of a drive-in in the theater at the International Convention Center near the Atlanta airport.
Oh, well, I take that, man. Really, this is something they turned it into a versus. Really, man, us and Mystical, man, we real good close partners. You know what I'm saying? We did a Dirty South remix with Mystical way back in the early 90s. So I think because of the verses, the popularity of the verses that's going on, I think they wanted to put us up against New Orleans because you know how the ATL and the New Orleans go at it when the football season come in. But it's all about, you know what I'm saying, displaying that 90 vibe to me, really. So I don't think it's like a versus. I think it's just like really like a reunion because we ain't seen my brother in years, right? When's the last time y'all seen Mystical, bro? It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just love, man.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Hey, man, let me say this. Man. Forget that legend stuff, man. Icons, like
that.
Icons. I think one of the things that impresses me the most, and this is coming from my heart, the fact that y'all remain true to reality. Like a month ago, CeeLo shouted me for an interview. I ran into Cujo. Ain't gonna remember this. I ran into Cujo in a random place, and as a young dude, I was afraid to ask him for a photo. He was like, "Hey, young blood, take a photo real quick. Come on." What I've noticed about Goody Mob is that the Hollywood factor never set in. It's always been about the culture. It's always been about the music. It's always been about the people. I love y'all, man. Like, how have y'all been able to maintain that, the culture and the people?
Anybody want to take that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing music for so long, man. It's a part of us. It's a part of our spirit, part of our character, part of what we love. And we just try to stick to the script, bro. You know what I mean? We just try to put music together that we feel like it stand the test of time. And we also put music together from the beginning that we wanted to be proud of, 10, 15, 20 years from now, man. Something that we felt like could last, man. Something that wasn't just trendy, something that just wasn't for the moment, and something that really could talk to the people. We try to use this platform, as a platform to uplift, inspire, motivate, all those good things, man. So I guess that's part of what that test of time, because we're not trying to be faddish with our music. We're not trying to do nothing that's overly commercial to try to chase after the bag. We want the bag, believe that. But we at the same time, we understand that, we were raised around people like Benjamin E. Mays High School, Benjamin E. Mays. We went to high school at Benjamin E. Mays, and also we lived in the neighborhood with Benjamin E. Mays. So we had a little connection, and we felt a sense of responsibility in our music. So that's me personally. That's my take on it, man. I got three other brothers, man, that can let y'all know a little bit about how we move. Also, go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
Where Gippy at? Is Gip online?
He trying to get in.
Oh, it just says. Yeah, no. I think that those both were solid and accurate answers. You know what I mean? And I think that I guess I could expound on it in some regard. I think the aspiration or the ability to do so is stemming from a deep sense of appreciation. You know what I mean? We were four young African-American youths, from Atlanta, Georgia, a place of where, industry had yet to be established. And at the time, at our age and experience, this one grand opportunity to introduce and to establish ourselves once and for all. We didn't realize that we were going to be forefathers, of anything per se. You know what I mean? But one thing I can say that we were certain of, we were very proud of the opportunity, and very aware and very accountable for it. And I think even subconsciously, and of course, there's a very literal context that you could put it in, but I think even without thought, I think with the most involuntary action was just to continue on in the work of the civil rights, like leaders, and a lot of the actions and events that have taken place, on our soil and homeland. You know what I mean? And I think that we were conscious and savvy enough to say to ourselves, okay, we're coming from a real place. This is a real opportunity to make real change in our lives and the lives of others. You know what I mean? Like, how do we do this? And so, the first thing is to be honest and be truthful, and at the very core of ourselves, we're good people. You know what I'm saying? And we're real people. You know what I mean? Like, these are not characters and these are not facades. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real feeling, real fundamental, you know what I mean? Like real family and real family value. You know what I'm saying? And, in retrospect, now it's like, wow, we were young. You know what I mean? Like, who would have known that we would have fathered so much? You know what I'm saying? And not to make it sound so serious, because a lot of it was fun too, and it was fun to stand up for the South. You know what I mean? Like, because we also those type of men as well. You know what I mean? Like we frontliners. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Also, welcome to the show, Gip. Welcome to the show, Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. Thank you for joining us. How you doing, brother?
Hey, bro, how you doing?
All right. I wanted to yield the floor to one of my other co-hosts to ask a question. Go ahead, fire away. Anybody?
I want to kind of talk about how you guys pretty much almost predicted what's happening right now, right? 1994, you guys recorded the Soul Food album, which was groundbreaking.
Fire.
And man, some of the stuff that we heard, like when I heard Cell Therapy, it was like I never heard anything like that in my life, and it's just like you guys were predicting some of the stuff that we're experiencing now with the COVID, with the president, all the stuff that's happening now, police brutality. You guys were saying this in 1994, 1995. Can you guys talk about the process of creating Soul Food, and what were you guys on? Like what was inspiring this music that was so groundbreaking, where you guys were actually predicting the future almost?
Go ahead, Gip.
First of all, I mean, like Lo said, we was out there to fight the independence and to stand for the South. What was going through our mind at the time? To get respect from the hip hop industry. That was what was going on in my mind. Because we really felt like at that time, I don't think the southern lyricist was respected. And I think that was our main goal, was to go into there, make an album of substance, and an album talking about our culture and what was the ingredients of what made soul food. And each member of the group, you know what I mean? Like, that it was a reason that that the album started with food. It was a reason why we put the Serenity Prayer on there. You had never heard rappers rapping and then somebody break it down and go into poem. Like we did everything we could do to get your attention, just to let you know that, hey man, over here in the South, the Goody Mob is going to represent that beacon of light that's going to represent knowledge.
Right. That kind of predictive quality, you know what I mean? I think, man, to very simply answer the question, man, like we were repeating what we had just read and retained. You know what I mean? Like the long version of the story is we were in a studio session next door to Busta Rhymes. Shout out to Busta Rhymes, who's since over the years been a great friend and ally to us and the Dungeon family. But no, he passed us a piece of literature, William Cooper's Behold the Pale Horse, if you guys are familiar with that book. And he just said, brothers, I'm overhearing, what you all are doing, and you know what I mean? And this is a piece of information that I think will be useful to you all. And Big Rube was our resident poet, and still shout out to Big Rube. And I think this is probably like a 300, 400 page book, like if not more. And so at the time, most of us were living at the dungeon at the time. So Big Rube took the book first. He read it. Everybody passed it around and took their week or so with it to read it, ingest it. And before you know it, it was information that was bleeding right over into the art form. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not to give too much credit to ourselves. I mean, like, of course, it is our word and our proclamation. You know what I mean? But it was a simple method, of how that happened. And I don't know if we truly realized what we were saying, because this is not a reality that I would have necessarily wanted to come true.
Yeah.
Hey,
you understand?
Piggyback off that just a little bit. I want to piggyback on that. Also, Gip's ex-wife and Cujo's friend, this girl by the name of Chris and Joy and all them, these girls, they put us up on these videos. They kind of showed us about these underground pipelines, and talked about FEMA, talked about, New World Order, talked about all that on these videos, and I hadn't seen nothing like that ever in my lifetime. And that was also some educational tools that kind of help to mold the path for good and more. You know, I can definitely say that as far as I'm concerned. You remember that, Joe?
Huh?
Hey, and I want to say this just to add on. The reason why we mentioned the name of the book, I think it may be out of print. You may be able to find it somewhere, but the reason why we want to also mention the author and the book itself that we borrow the information from, is so that people can go and get the formal education. So because a song is still essentially a summary. You know what I mean? But definitely go and be educated by the book itself. Like if you do have the opportunity to do so.
Definitely.
I wanted to make sure that Cass or Ty wanted to get in on this.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely wanted to ask you all, as legends in the game, how you feel about the current, young guys on the scene, as well as what advice would you give, from your career experience that could help them out?
Don't ask me that. Ask somebody else.
I think
we probably want to hear from you because you said that.
I be getting in trouble, boy. They ask me questions. I'm like,
man, proud of young guys out here. I'm proud of the baby. I'm proud of Lil Baby. They taking a stand. They trying to show you that they got some versatility in their music also. Their new songs that they dropped during this pandemic that we in, very solid songs. So, they're kind of showing their well-roundedness and showing that sometimes that you could be forced into a different mind state due to your, environmental circumstances. You know what I mean? So it's been real, just to see the kids growing and see the music continue to evolve. Even though we do understand there is a bigger hand, a bigger agenda, that kind of that paves our path that we not that's unseen, but that's right there in our face. That hold the key as far as the money to promote and to push, different agendas. We understand what's going on behind closed doors, and we just really some of them renegades, man, that just ain't in it. We just gonna continue to come how we come. We gonna do music how we feel like we supposed to do it, and we don't care about just the money part of it. The kids really more so motivated by flashy things, by parties, by fun, which is okay because we all live that. I can't sit and tell you when I was 18, I was in the library reading books and trying to gather information.
Don't tell that lie. Don't tell that lie.
I was in the club. I was at 112. Those players. You know what I'm saying? So let's let y'all know that Good Mall, just not one-sided. You know what I mean? We're well-rounded group. We try to move around. We've been in the street. We done hustle. We done did some of everything. That's why we got something to say right now. Just a little bit of something.
Yeah, you said a lot, and I feel like y'all have always had your ear to the streets, or always managed to stay relevant even during this time. So can you all talk to us a little bit more about the drive-in rap battle? Because that sounds like super dope, and I'm so excited about it. I like the drive-in concept. Where did that come from?
Oh, who's that behind you in that picture? Is that Dorothy Dandridge?
Yes, it is. That is Dorothy.
Recognize.
Yeah.
Recognize. Yes. Paying homage always.
That's right.
I think that people are being just being creative during during these times, and where you can't really go out and do a concert or do a tour right now. So I guess people are sitting down and thinking about better ways where people can feed their family. You know what I mean? So a drive-in concert, I think that's an ingenious type thing, because they're not only doing that on the Southeast, they're trying that out on the West Coast. So it might be another way for artists and promoters, to feed their family with the virtual, not only with the drive-in, but also with the virtual concerts. So it's about adapting in these times that we're going through. And, it's about being strong and encouraging and uplifting everybody, because it's going to take a whole team to win the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of feeding, you guys fed your audiences for decades now, including your videos. So it wasn't just the lyrics; it was also the visual. Did you guys have play a large part in those fantastic videos? You know what I'm saying? That y'all produced over the years. You know what I'm saying? Especially like cell therapy. You know what I'm saying? Black Ice. I mean, them videos are dope. Did y'all come up with the concept? Tell the director to follow that path, or what's up? Tell me tell me about that creative process.
We did come up with a lot of those ideas, but we had a great executive with us during that time named Billy Woodruff. Billy Woodruff really let Goody Mob do a lot of the things that a lot of people didn't even know that we was gonna do. So, like the ideas were basically ours. I mean, cell therapy was the idea of ours. Soul food was the idea of ours. Get rich to this. They don't dance no more. Cujo hit him with the Terminator eye, like we hit him with the circus. We was on the stage, like a lot of the ideas were our ideas. Now how they was edited, sometimes we didn't like that much. When Lo did the little boy, put his head on the little boy head and they don't dance, that was his idea.
You making me dizzy doing all that rocking. Look.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was our ideas. Most of the time, it was our ideas. It was our ideas to do the outfits. A lot of things about Goody Mob was just looked at strangely during those times because we didn't want to go about the guidelines that they were trying to give us. So everything from the way we presented ourselves, like just go back to cell therapy video itself. It was the first time I think I seen dudes on a video with their shirts off, with the hair pieces. Like we did so much on that video. Lo did so much. Joe did so much. Like he broke out. He the one started the overalls with no shirt and the turban. That's Joe. You know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff that we did back then was really our natural self. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was looking at a lot of I'm just like an avid TV person. As you can see, I knew who Dorothy Dandridge was. I just can't help it. I just have all these little bits and pieces of pop culture. I just keep it. I don't even know why. You know what I mean? But at that time, looking at a lot of rock videos and stuff like that too. And so I'll give you some information that people don't necessarily know. Like let's say cell therapy, for example. That video was inspired, I went and picked that director because of this Beastie Boys video called So What You Want. And I was really into that. I was really into that album at that time. Check Your Head by the Beastie Boys. It's a great album, and so What You Want was a dope video. They had that acid kind of treatment. Yeah. And I thought that would work really well with, the context of what we were talking about, like acid radiation. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I think his name was Darren Levette, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right, Lo.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So so basically it was just a suggestion. I just cross-referenced that video. I'm like, man, something like this, that type of treatment. And they just trusted us because it was the first of its kind. They didn't really know how to negate it, so all they could do was support and to say, here, if you guys think this will work, go for it. And then Black Ice was inspired by another video by a rock band, Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun.
Yep. Black Hole Sun. Yep. I love that video.
Yeah, I love that video at the time. I said we could just try something like this, and they let us do it. So there you have it. I'm telling secrets.
But the thing about LaFace was, man, they presented us with all the tools. Yeah. They would come us with a producer's reel. Somebody that does videos, we might go through about like 5, 6, or 7 of them, and then we'll finally, like CeeLo said, if you know what you want in the video, they'll put it in there, man. So, like I say, big shout out to LaFace Records, man, because without them, man, the whole world wouldn't even heard of Goody Mob. You know what I mean?
Yo,
what's they?
I'm bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, OG, but I was just gonna say that, man, people don't know, that LaFace Records was right across the street from Lenox Mall, the offices. It was an office building right across the street from Lenox Mall. I mean, it's immediately across the street from the Buckhead W. You know what I'm saying? And then at Lennox Mall, if you go through the side, it's the entrance where Foot Locker is at. So it's like the third level upstairs. But you'd have to go, if you make a left, it's another little office building over here. That's where all the video editing was done in that building. I don't know the name of it, but it's crazy how all of that stuff was so convenient to us. Like, we would just pull up on the face. You know what I mean? Like, we, sitting there for hours and hours in the boardroom and watch those director reels and stuff like that. Yeah, so, yeah, man, I missed that time in Atlanta.
Man, when you talk about that time, I kind of break Atlanta up into like two eras, right? It's before the Dungeon family and after the Dungeon family. Before the Dungeon family came, like, Atlanta was pretty much ignored in terms of hip hop. Nobody, like, for whatever reason, the artists in Atlanta could never break on a national level. Then the Dungeon family comes and you guys kind of kick in the door for everybody. And now Atlanta is almost on this 30-year run of having success in terms of hip hop and R&B. Talk about, I guess, being trendsetters and breaking in the door when it comes to music and almost creating a music industry in Atlanta when there wasn't one before.
Go ahead, Tebow.
Man, I could just say it was an exciting process. It was wonderful, a wonderful timing. It was real blood, sweat, and tears going down. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't easy. We didn't understand that our true impact would end up being 20, 30 years later. We just knew that the real deal was we wanted to make sure that Atlanta got respect. Me and Cujo went to Morris Brown College. I was around a lot of kids from New York, a lot of kids from Detroit, a lot of kids from Chicago, from the West Coast. Really, it was kids everywhere in college. And believe it or not, even though Morris Brown was located in Atlanta, it was more out-of-towners there than it was natives, from Atlanta. So we were some of the few that was, actually from the city. So sometimes we were overwhelmed with, well, what about New York? It's about this, it's about that. So we didn't have nothing to fight for. We didn't have nothing to fight with. We didn't have anybody that was out there that was big enough to kind of, say that they were raising the Atlanta flag. So I can honestly say, from the beginning of our rap music making, it was all about, repping for the A, repping for Atlanta. I can remember going back to, we used to go to this spot called the Warehouse, and they used to have this thing called a Pass the Mic contest. And we go in, me and Cujo going there on Friday evening and listen to the Pass the Mic contest. It'd be nobody there from Atlanta. It might be one artist there from Atlanta would try to get up on the Pass the Mic contest, which was like freestyle. The DJ would play a beat, just an instrumental, and you get up on a microphone and you just rock your freestyle in front of the crowd until everybody tell you to get the heck up out of it. They say, pass the mic, pass the mic. The whole crowd, everybody starts saying it, then you got to pass the mic. But other than that, if you hold it down, it's about to be with you. Yeah, and listen, keep going, keep going. So really, I'm saying all that to say that was part of us breaking through as Atlanta artists. Me and Cujo were some of the first to come up on that stage at that time and get love. But it was taken. It was taken or wasn't given to us. We took that love from the city and we showed the city how strong the city could be if we all come together and we support each other. And that's some of the real humble beginnings, man, of the hip hop scene in the A-Time.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We about to shut down the show for the day. It's almost 10 o'clock, but we wanted y'all to. Yeah, we got the roll. We got the roll. But we wanted you to join us, Goody Mob.
Oh, then we even talk about the show.
Okay.
Well, everybody knows going down September 5th, Labor Day weekend. Goody Mob versus Mystical, and versus battles. You know what I'm saying, with DJ Jelly on one side, Manny Fresh on the other. And so we wanted you guys to join us. Take 10 to 15 seconds to give us a positive word of the day as we close down the show. Beginning with, let's start with Gift.
Yeah, what you want me to say?
Oh, we do our positive words of the day to shut down the show. We do it every day on the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. And we'd like you to take 10 to 15 seconds to give us a positive word of the day on the audience.
Oh, positive word. Hey, man. Love those who love you. Stand by those that stand by you. The world ain't got a lot of hearts in it, but always be the heart that wanna change the world. That's all I can say to you. I always want to be the heart that want to change the world. That's it.
What's up. That's what's up. Next, Tebow.
I would say honesty. You know, come real. You know, you come real and you be honest and you put, you know, whatever it is out on the table that you got to give. You know, it's easier to maintain that truth than it is to create a lie. Lie creates thought. You got to think and you got to remember that lie. But when you come honest and you come true, it's gonna always come the same way. So be real with yourself. Because if you try to lie, you ain't lying to nobody but yourself.
That's what's up. Cujo.
I just want to tell people, man, it's our 25th year anniversary, man, of Soul Food. We've been in the game for 25 years, man, and it's hard to stay motivated. So I tell my people out there, man, stay positive, man, stay motivated, plan to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to fail.
That's what's up. CeeLo?
Yeah, there's an old saying that says if two people are thinking alike, then somebody ain't thinking. You know, you got to go for what you know, because there is a way to be alone but not lonely. Keep going for what you know, because there ain't no traffic on the extra mile.
Hold up.
That's what's up. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
That later. I need to write that down.
You know what I'm saying? I told you they was gonna come make you think. These ain't just musicians. These are social political pundits we got up in here. But I'll go ahead and take it next. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to think positive to produce a positive life. You cannot be negative and think negative and be prosperous. So affirmations work. Preach to yourself that you are positive, that you are valuable, that you are a unique and magnificent creation of God, and watch the world unfold. Do that to yourself all the time. And I pass the ball to Ty Cooper. Take it away.
All right, I'll take that ball, and I will have to reference our guests, Goody Mob, do what they're doing by planting a seed to grow a tree whose shade you may never sit under. And that's from a young Black Harvard student named Christian Florini. He's only 16 years old. So y'all do that today. Be blessed.
Wow.
I'll pass on over to A.R. Shaw.
All right, I'm going to reference one of my favorite Goody Mob lyrics. Listen to me now, believe me later on. That's one of the most profound lyrics that I've ever come across in my life. So when it comes to the future, man, you got to make sure you're preparing for your future today. So it's not about, waiting around and seeing what's going to happen. You got to make it happen. Make it happen today. So I'm going to pass it to Cass in the City.
All right. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Living your truth. And all good things will come from that. I'm going to pass it to Romeo.
I'm going to keep it shorter and sweeter. It's Friday. Common sense is free. Y'all don't got to pay for it. Hey, don't be acting wild out here on Labor Day weekend, man. These streets are different. These are different streets these days. And I'm going to throw it to the publisher so he can close us out.
Hey, everybody. Shouts out to Goody Mob, 25 years of opening the minds, hearts, and souls of all those Black folk, those who appreciate it, all those who've seen culture evolve. They're part of the cultural evolution of us, the community, and the universe. So you do not have to be in the streets, you guys, but you do have to be in the struggle for Black freedom. This is Rolling Out AM with Cass in the City, A.R. Shaw, Ty Cooper, and Romeo International, and the Goody Mob, Mo, and of course, CeeLo, and of course, my favorite brothers. Of course, what are we saying? Where'd Cujo go? Anyhow, much love to you guys. Call me, man. Call me. We got to talk about that weed business, man. So I want my community to understand. We need to get the CBD doctor on Rolling Out AM. Let's keep it real. Let's heal these people. Let's produce it. It's Goody Mo B. Everywhere you go. Love y'all, man. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah,
and love.
thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank you so much for coming on, man.